Good morning, everybody. I am here today with another word problem video for math. This is building on what we did last time. If you noticed, last time all we did was subtraction. Today we're going to do addition and subtraction. So that means that you will need something to write on and something to write with. It can be paper if you don't have a whiteboard. And then we're going to need to split whatever it is that we're working on into 4 parts, right? The other thing is, since we're doing addition and subtraction, we're going to have to really think about, are we adding 2 parts together? Do we know what the parts are and we're looking for our whole? Or do we know what the whole is? Do we know what one part is and we're looking for that other part? That's what we really need to ask ourselves as we're doing these problems, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so here's our first problem. Ben solved 6 math problems. Robin solved 4 more problems than Ben. How many problems did Robin solve? So who solved more is what I'm going to ask myself, Ben or Robin? Well, Ben solved 6, but Robin solved 4 more than Ben. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what the biggest number is. That means that that's my whole. I need to take 2 parts and add them together. So in my first box, I'm going to go ahead and make myself big since we know our parts are 4 and 6. In my first box, I'm going to write 6 problems. I need to make sure that I put my unit because we need to know what we're counting. And 4 more problems. Okay, so I'm wondering how many total problems Robin solved. All right, so your first box should look like this. If it doesn't, go ahead and make it look like this, and then we will move into the next box. Okay, so hopefully you have your first box looking like mine, and now we need to draw our picture. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this, okay? One is going to be the tape diagram, and one is going to be just our normal picture, all right? So we'll start with our normal picture. How many problems did Ben write? 6, so I'm going to draw 6 circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how many more problems did Robin do than Ben did? 4. So I need to draw 4 X's to do the more ones that Robin had. So how many total problems did they have? Now, if we are putting this in a tape diagram, we know that Ben did 6. So I'm going to draw him 1 box with his number in it. Now, Robin had more, so I'm going to draw her underneath. I know that one part of that one is going to be 6, and then the other part is going to be 4, okay? And this is Robin's, so make sure I label it so I know. Robin. I'm going to, you could write 4 in here, or we can draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I just need to count on, right? So let's scoop up 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many problems did Robin do? 10. So I can do 10 like that. Now I need to write my number sentence. What was our first part? Ben had 6 plus the 4 more than he did. And that gives us 10. Now I need to do my statement of solution. Remember, this is just answering the question. How many problems did Robin do? Robin solved 10 problems. And what goes at the end of a sentence? That's right. Robin solved 10 problems. So this is what our square looks like, okay? We read the problem here and got our important information. We drew a picture here. We wrote a number sentence, and then we wrote an answer. So read, draw, write. Okay, let's do another one. Let me make myself small so you guys can see. Oh, too far. All right, here we go. Tamara found 12 ladybugs. How many ladybugs did Tamara find? 12. Willie found 4 fewer ladybugs than Tamara. What does fewer mean? Does that mean a bigger number or a smaller number? A smaller number. So Willie's number is going to be smaller than Tamara's, okay? Are we taking and trying to find out how many bugs total they have? No, we're just trying to find out how many bugs Willie found. That's one part, right? So in our 4 boxes, up here goes our important information. I want you guys to write what you think is important, and then I will write it, and we'll check and see if you guys got it right. Dun, dun, dun. I'll go ahead and make myself big. Maybe. Oh, there it is. So yours should look like this. I'm sorry the lighting in here is weird today, but that's okay. Then we need to do what? Draw. So Tamara has 12. So let's go ahead and draw Tamara's 12. Don't forget to label it. You can just write the number 12 because that's how many Tamara has, right? And then under her, we're going to draw Willie's box. And is Willie's box bigger or smaller? Smaller. All right, so I changed it a little bit because we know that Tamara has 4 more than Willie does because Willie has 4 fewer than Tamara. So we have 12. We need to find out what 4 fewer than 12 is. So what we're going to do is underneath, this is how we normally solve our subtraction problems. I drew my 12 circles, right? And when we do subtraction, we cross them off. So let's cross off 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what goes in Willie's tape diagram? 8. So now we need a sentence here. Did we add or subtract? We subtracted. So 12 minus 4 equals what? 8. And we know that it's 12 minus 4 because when we do subtraction, it goes whole minus part equals part, right? So, oops. 12 minus 4. Now we need to write a sentence. How many did Willie find? Willie found 8 ladybugs. So your board should look like this now. If it doesn't, please push pause and make it look like this, all right? And then as soon as you get that done, we'll move on to the next one. I'll give you guys a couple seconds. My marker's rolling away. All right. So Shanika used 11 blocks to build a house. Julio used 5 more blocks. Does that mean that Julio's number is going to go up from 11 or down from 11? If you said up, I agree. Kiss your brain. Shanika used 11, but Julio used 5 more than she did. So in our important information, go ahead and write what you have. All right, let's check your work. This is what yours should look like. Okay? All right. How many blocks did Julio use? We need to figure out what our biggest number is because you told me that Julio's is going up. So we've got 1 part of 5, we've got 1 part of 11, but we need to know how many total, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make myself big, but I want you guys to try to draw your tape diagram. I will give you a hint that your smaller tape diagram is going to have the number 11 in it because that's what Shanika used. Okay? So what do you think that Julio's tape diagram looks like? What you got going on over there? All right, let's see. If you need more time, pause me, take more time. But I'm going to show you what your tape diagram should look like. Shanika has 11. Here's her 11 that Julio also used. But then he did 5 more. So what we're going to do is scoop up 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many blocks did Julio use? 16. That's why underneath I have my whole, there we go, saying 16. So now you need to write me an number sentence. I almost told you what kind of number sentence. I want you guys to try and write it. And then we'll check and see if you guys got the same thing I did. You can also write your statement of solution. Make sure it starts with a capital and ends with a period. All right, you ready? Dun, dun, dun. Our number sentence is 11 plus 5 equals 16. And our sentence is Julio used 16 blocks. All right, this is what it looks like. I hope that this kind of helps you guys as you're doing your packet for this week. If it doesn't, please, please, please reach out to us so that we can help you. Reach out to your teacher, reach out to me, whatever you need so that you can really work with these word problems, all right? If you guys have any questions, again, please let us know, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!